Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Pokemon Legends ZA Online Ranked. Today we are extremely normal, as in a true monotype normal team, as in no other typing other than normal, just truly the most normal team you can imagine. Let me show you the team. Okay, so for our first normal member, we are going to be running Iris the Watchhog. She is running the funny meme set of Focus Energy, Swords Dance, Giga Impact, and Skull Bash. Focus Energy to get us guaranteed criticals because we're also running Scopelins, and Swords Dance to boost the power up to get a lot of one-shots with either Skull Bash, and if not, finish them off with a really unexpectedly fast Giga Impact. The recovery from Skull Bash is really surprising for a lot of people. They usually just aren't ready for it. Unfortunately, Iris has very low attack, but that's why we have Swords Dance and Focus Energy to get guaranteed crits, so it'll also be our way to deal with screens users. And it might be better to invest instead of HP into speed, but if you get Skull Bash off, the defense bonus lasts for a good bit, and you'll survive a couple things you didn't expect to. So it's up to you. The recharge time on Giga Impact and Skull Bash are pretty bad, especially with such a low speed stat. And even worse, the movement speed is really bad on Watchhog. Great running animation, I love it. It's very silly, but also it makes it difficult to avoid getting punched until you're knocked out. Next up on our team is going to be Queen, the Kangaskhan. We're going to be running Workup, Drain Punch, Giga Impact, and Earthquake. Drain Punch to help deal with Steel types, Giga Impact because we want big damage, and Earthquake to help deal with pretty much the only way that we really get to deal with ghosts, and only a couple of ghosts. Ghost types, specifically, Chandelure and Gengar and Golden Go. And much like Watchhog, the attack is kind of low, but we do get Kangaskhanite, and we're going to be using that to Mega Evolve and have a normal attack stat. So that combined with Workup can get some good one-shots on the frailer ghost Pokemon that we have difficulties with, and that HP is pretty valuable. We're going to be surviving a couple of hits people aren't going to be expecting. And our final member is Zeta, the Porygon Z. We're going to be running Nasty Plot, Thunderbolt, Hyper Beam, and Ice Beam. Bolt Beam coverage is beautiful, and Hyper Beam is because I'm insane. I love Hyper Beam, it's a funny move, and I will always run it. We're going to be running Life Orb for max damage with max special attack and HP investments, because Hyper Beam is just the solution to anything that isn't a ghost. It will usually one-shot it. So anything that I'm not ready for, Hyper Beam is there to help me out. So instead of being normal and running Solar Beam, I run Hyper Beam to deal with Swampert. But this team overall is a lot of fun. It just really does have an issue with ghost types. If you wanted to, you could replace Giga Impact with Crunch, or maybe Drain Punch with Shadow Claw. I really don't recommend either, but maybe Crunch. The only problem, of course, being the attack stat is really low. If you wanted to give the Life Orb to your Watchhog, well, you would be missing the point, because we're here for a fun time. And you know what? Yeah, let me just show you the team in action. Let's get to the battles. Okay, so our first map is going to be here on Street. You know what? You love it. It's one of the three. So for this team, it really doesn't matter what map you're on. It can be nice depending on what your partner is, like whoever's close by, but you just, no matter what the map is, whoever's closest to you, you have to watch out. And right there you can see it really stinks for Watchhog, where, oh geez, I have to always be watching out for like whoever's near me. If they target me, I'm probably going to need to swap because Watchog is just too slow. But yeah, every time that... The one thing I do like about Watchog is that it's just a lot of meter. And here I unfortunately learned, don't mess with Gallade. Gallade is pretty strong. And Watchog needs some setup to get there. Porygon Z for this team is kind of like the backbone. This team just cannot work without a Mon with basically bulk beam coverage. Maybe I could have replaced Hyper Beam with Shadow Ball to help deal with the ghost problems, but Hyper Beam is really necessary just to, like, my just in case button. Here I didn't realize that, they stepped away for a second or something, and I'm gonna eat that energy ball. Fortunately, Queen's got a lot of HP, so able to survive, and able to mega through the Light of Ruin, and funny collateral. Love Hyper Beam. What a silly move. And yeah, they're gonna trade, and I'm not gonna get anything. That's okay. This Wigglytuff is also running Hyper Beam, which I think is great. I love to see more people using Hyper Beam because it's really funny. So Eternal Floette has really good special defense, but as far as physical bulk goes, it is definitely a Mon that just gets crinkled. But they swapped over to Bax, and yeah, if you don't resist normal type moves, oh boy, you're gonna get hurt. But you know, it's completely balanced by the fact that my poor girl is Iris. She is made of paper. So yeah, you just have to be really careful and cautious about your positioning. Like here, takes time to move over, and then Beam, gonna get a double. It's pretty great. And yeah, I get the wall. They don't. Rip. That's okay. Gonna finish off with a big 10. And, yeah, I can't get anything afterwards, but that's fine. So yeah, you can really see, like, as long as people aren't really paying too much attention, you can cause a lot of havoc, especially with sudden skull impacts flying across the screen. And next up here is going to be Lake, and yeah, it really doesn't seem to matter what the map is. This team is both flawed and appreciates both. I'm gonna take that first impression because I just want to build meter right now. Like, the first KO for this team is just trying to build up meter so I can start plussing a bunch of moves or get Mega Kangaskhan up and going. Seeing an opportunity to get a Drain Punch in. I was hoping that maybe I would be able to leave with more health, but at least I left and didn't get KO'd. And yeah, I'm gonna get sniped with a Psychic, but that's okay. You know, I'm in the lead now. This team has a lot of difficulty, like, making comebacks, unless I get lucky, because they all require setup moves. If they don't set up first, the damage is just so weak. It's really hard. And yeah, first impression, just really rough on all of these Mons. Kangaskhan can survive first impression when at full health, but yeah, outside of that, not having a resist is hard. That was... I didn't know that Ice Beam would just straight up one-shot it like that, one-shot a Garchomp. But there you go. Don't need any setup. It's pretty much Glaceon-like. First impression. Yeah, I probably could have swapped, but yeah, I just was not aware. I really wish they would make the camera, like, more sensitive. It would be really nice. Yeah, gonna snipe the Skirmery. This is the big reason why I need Porygon Z. Just the coverage that that they have is just really important for this team, because I have so many normal type moves. But I just couldn't get enough damage if I didn't have, you know, enough normal type moves. So it's normal o'clock. And here I goof up. I really should have just plussed the Earthquake. That would have gotten me a guaranteed KO there, but I was really hoping I could have negaed after that. But I do get 2 now, and I'm going to work up back over here, and then I'm going to send a Giga Impact. And I'm going to take a bit of damage. But, you know, I got 1 KO before going down. Yeah. It happens. And I try and get the KO with an Ice Beam, but the Glaceon player is faster because they have a Quick Claw, which is weird. But yeah, I guess if you're running Blizzard, why not? The reason is that you can still run away from Blizzard. That's why not. So our next match here is going to be back on Street. I had a lot of Street games, mostly because I think my item luck was just really good. This team kind of needs some good luck in order to work well, but you know, that's kind of like games in general, right? So they apparently don't know that this set just blows them up. So yeah, Ampharos, even behind screens, they get blown up by this. And here I get, I don't know, the lag was just nice to me. I really should have swapped, but I'll take it. This team isn't like bad, but also I'm just at the point where I just really want to get KOs pretty quickly. And here, I was really hoping that I would get taken out of the Earthquake range with Giga Impact, but, you know, you can never really be sure where you really are. In this game, like, you know, how far away are you really? Here, I'm just trying to line it up to where I don't get interrupted by the pole, but, oh well, they swapped over to the Mawile and they got hit by a big Ice Beam. And I'm really glad that they wasted their time swapping, so I'll be able to seal that. So Thunderbolt definitely going to get a big KO there. Need to get out the Draco Meteor. So I kind of panic swapped. And yeah, I was really believing in Watchog, but you know, with Watchog, if you get hit once, it's time to swap. Oh well, at least I kept the power booster away from everybody. So I'm going to send in Kangaskhan over here to get a big old Drain Punch and get some health back. And then big Earthquake. And then, yeah, another Drain Punch. Going to get some of that life, but yeah, lose more of it. Fortunately, they just don't swap. And, oh, yep, gonna swap just in time. The big problem, of course, fighting types, they hurt. And, yeah, not enough life to survive that and Life Orb recoil. But that's okay, got a big lead right now. Don't know why they didn't immediately get it, but that's okay, you're on Greninja, you're physical Greninja. Alright, that's fun. So Sylveon has really good special defense, so I'm not going to be able to get the KO, so I have to swallow. But, you know, sometimes Giga Impact. Yep, and that's going to seal the round with a big 10. And, yeah, I go down, but that's fine. I still got big 10, and that's going to win the match there. And next up, we are heading to Park. I kind of like Park for this team just because everyone's so close. You frequently will get like multi-KOs with Giga Impact or Skull Bash. It's not all the time, but it happens frequent enough. So initially I saw Venusaur and I was like, oh great, yeah, go for that. But then they start Swords Dancing on Lucario, and things get a little bit scary. Thank goodness for some reason they go over to fight with Gardevoir. Don't really know why, but I'll take that, sure. And yeah, that's a lot of damage to Garchomp. I guess they're still waiting on their cooldowns, but yeah. I didn't notice that Lucario spawned, and need to be really careful around Lucario, because this entire team has a lot of trouble with fighting types. You know, obviously being you know, a normal type, but Lucario I usually don't respect because you know, it's just really frail. But this team doesn't have the strength to survive. Like any of Lucario's stuff. But if they just run in that while I'm about to do Earthquake, I mean, I'll take it, yeah. So this is a weird situation where I don't exactly know where they were, but yeah, they get locked on with a close combat well before I'm ready for them to be locked on. Oh well. That's just kind of how it is in this game. Golden Go is one of those, like, it's really difficult to hit with Earthquake, because it is flying, you know, it is just surfing around everywhere. But, you know, if they walk up to you just to do I guess a power gym, then alright, I'll take that. Yeah, and this is the funny thing too about this set, like, people really underestimate the you know, power of the stab normal 150 base power move. Oh, and oh jeez, yeah, I couldn't really do a lot there. Got caught and set up and between a couple of dogs. But yeah, you gotta learn like a lot of different damage values, because these mobs hurt. So here I get fortunate to where I survive the close combat, and then I'm just gonna throw Hyper Beam. I really should have did Thunderbolt, but I get kind of, you know, never punished moment. Thunderbolt, boom. And I don't really have anything that I can do to Golden Go, but I can do something to Dragonite. And I can't really pick any other KOs up, but that's fine. The round ends with me on a Big 10, and I'm happy about that. Okay, and for our final match, we are going to head back to Street, and I like Watchog as the first slot because it is just really good for getting our team started up for meter. Of course, being a pretty frail mon, it is something that I have to be careful of. I don't, if like a mon like Lucario is there, then I'm not going to mind it too much. I'm just going to go straight for setup until I see close combat with yeah, this Ampharos. I don't know what happened here, like why our positions were put that way. It's strange, but yeah, I get done in by my own recoil. Golurk. Normally I'm not afraid of Golurk, but yeah, with screen support it is a lot more difficult to deal with. But yeah, I'm gonna snipe this Glycopod with a Thunderbolt, and gonna try and see if I can get a Hyper Beam. They're gonna swap into Garchomp, and I'm just gonna, yeah, you can't stand still when you swap. You gotta make sure that when you swap, you turn around, and you're also moving. That way, that gives you the furthest distance possible. And this is a nice double. They just really line themselves up. I love beam attack. So, yeah, taking a lot of damage, and I'm not going to be able to survive this first impression. Just watching death walk its way towards me. Glyphosate is so slow, but oh jeez. But yeah, gonna run straight for the defense because I don't know, for some reason people don't want to go for the items, and I'm not quite sure. But yeah, I'm gonna waltz into both of these with a defense boost. If I didn't have the defense boost, I actually might have survived. But you know, it still definitely helps me out because here I make a pretty big mistake. Yeah, I didn't notice that workup had passed. It is just a very short setup move. It just is gone before you know it. But yeah, once again, people not paying attention for power boosters, so I'm just gonna go ahead and grab that. And then mega and get a big drain punch and get the fork up again. And then I'm just gonna put a big Giga Impact. I'm so glad Giga Impact has an area of effect. The splash damage is just really important here. And I get really lucky that they go straight for close combat after Mega Evolving. That's going to let me do a lot of work. And I'm really glad that their Golurk has, you know, just Brick Break instead of close combat. It makes a lot of sense. Because, you know, they're a screens user and they don't want to deal with other people having screens. I get it. But that's going to wrap it up with a big 12. Okay, and that's going to do it for this extremely normal video. I hope you enjoyed it. I really had a lot of fun making it because Giga Impact, Skull Bash, and Hyper Beam are just very funny moves to me. Just this explosive amount of damage, and just all of a sudden everyone on the field is KO'd because, you know, they're a beam attack, or they just charge through multiple opponents and just get big KOs. It's a really fun set. This team definitely does struggle against specifically Annihilate. While other fighting types are definitely dangerous, a Ghost and Fighting type is really difficult. So if you wanted to run this team, replacing Hyper Beam with Shadow Ball might be a good idea. Or you can just try and play around it. That's probably what you're going to end up doing a lot of the time anyways. But as far as like a true monotype challenge goes, I don't really know what other types can do this. I think it's just normal. Most of the other types that are fully evolved are going to have a secondary typing, especially in this game. But I'll definitely try and figure something out. Or just do a normal, and by normal, I mean allow secondary typings to be okay. And that'll be it for today's episode. I hope everyone has a great rest of your day. Bye bye!